Welcome. Welcome to Sue's University of Life. I'm Sue Gaskell Barlow. I have um, a great interest in people. I love people. I love their stories. I love to see them making a difference by their attitude and understanding what a precious gift life is. And this is my second of 8 live sessions on the invisible condition that I have been diagnosed with, which is ME and fibromyalgia. I was uh, diagnosed over 20 years ago, and for many years before that, spent my life in misery and thinking I was going mad because doctors and tests and people just despaired of me and thought I was making things up, trying to do things for attention when in actual fact I really wasn't well. Anyway, I found this fantastic new group and I was into week 2 and I journaled it, I'm very glad to say, and this was 2 years ago. So this is week 2 of going to the ME course on wellness and invisible conditions. I woke up this morning after a reasonable sleep, although I was conscious of needing to wake up to in good time to be ready. I was going straight from the workshop, the ME and fibromyalgia workshop, onto Waihi here in New Zealand to spend the weekend with my lovely nephew Ian and his many wonderful friends who came and went. So I did the obvious things like got myself up and had a shower and was very mindful that that in itself takes a lot of energy for someone with the condition diagnosed as ME. And my body, quite painful to the touch, was something I had to remind myself to be careful of. So I prepared a picnic, got my flask with decaf coffee in ready, packed a few clothes and my gluten-free food. I always take my own food to my nephews, and I was ready to go and give myself a 6 out of 10, which is a really good amount of energy. 10 being on top of the world, 1 just existing. So 6 was a really good day. And I'd rested up knowing I was going on this course and for the weekend with my lovely nephew. My enthusiasm in learning more skills and insights in being able to manage my ME and fibromyalgia was incredibly high. And in my excitement, as ever, I passed the turn off and went a few minutes out of my way before really realizing I needed to turn back. I arrived at the group on time and exchanged greetings and enjoyed the informative words and leaflets that were given to us. And as the talk began, handouts came as an automatic. Realizations are wonderful things. And the biggest for me this morning was being able to say how I felt openly with regard to trusting others with my story. I had been so badly misunderstood without the diagnosis, and even after that, that I found it very hard to trust people that they would understand that it wasn't something I was making up. So it was incredibly um, a safe and a wonderful feeling to be able to say how I felt without being judged. I think that is the biggest thing of all. I had been so badly judged by doctors and being told it was all in my head and family that I was very, very mindful. And of course, when I think about that now, I don't get very upset. Here, though, I put grrr. The workshop felt a safe place, to be honest. And once again, Kira and Tina created this safe environment. I also have understood and accepted that I was there for myself. I have always cared about others. Other people and their feelings and need were paramount to me, and I had gone out of my way to help them always. And very often, as I now knew, to the detriment of my own needs and my own health. Today's workload gave insight into the different systems of the body and how having ME affects us. There were lots of references to glean and more information from which we could find on the internet. We had a video that explained how there were stages in recovery in ME, and this again gives me hope as I grasp a deeper understanding of the magnitude of what tasks I had expected from my very hard done by body. Thank you for hanging in there, I say to my body always. The meeting came to a close, and after saying our thanks, we all went our separate ways. I began my journey to my weekend holiday, feeling more aware of what my role was in this recovery. I would continue being the best detective possible as I observed my body and its needs, knowing I intend to pass this hurdle with flying colours. Sue Gaskell Barlow, 2016. And that ends this short video and reminds me, with a smile on my face, just how far I've come and how much my intention is to pass things on to you. You who, if you listen to this, you will learn, you will be able to trust myself. People say of me, Sue, if anybody wants to get well, they have to trust you, because your intention, Sue, is from a heart full of love, from experience, and the motive is genuine for you to not to have the really difficult journey I've had, because I didn't know I had choices. And I'm hoping that you understand more now than ever that you do have a choice to get as well as possible, and remember that you matter, because you do. Bye for now. Bye.